Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to ChriswithaC RC. Hope you're all doing well. In this video guys, we're going to be giving the Big Rock a bit of love. I've absolutely hammered this truck, as you know, giving it a beating with an inch of its life, so I think it's about time we did a little bit of maintenance. I've bought a few upgrades, and the logic here is basically just get it a bit more fortified before we take it back out and give it another ride in. But I'd like to thank each and every one of you obviously for watching the videos. Liking, subscribing and sharing, really do appreciate all the comments as well. I'm not going to continue bumping my gums. Let's dive down on the table, I'll show you what we got and we'll go from there. But yeah, see you down below. Right guys, so as you can see, here's the Big Rock. We're going to be upgrading it, so firstly massive thanks to Simon from SBRC for sending some of the parts over. We've got the Fortress tyres from Arrma, and as you can see, they're going to give us a lot more grip. Now, problem I had with the Big Rock tyres was obviously when we spun up the wheels a fair amount RPM wise, these were ballooning out so they're only giving us really the centre of the tyre contact patch wise. So I'm hoping these seem to be a bit firmer, though at least then it'll give us a little bit more grip. But they also seem like they've also got a bit more padding as well, so that should help out with handling. He's also kindly sent over, I didn't actually purchase these, he's sent over a full bearing kit. Now, as you know guys, the Big Rock, I've put it through all sorts of situations. It's been in the snow, it's been in the rain, and I would recommend doing this on a regular basis, maybe once a year, possibly every 9 months, changing out your bearings, because the ones that come with the Arrma truck are not brilliant, to say the least. But it's quite a big process really for that one, as you well, even down to the center shafts bearing there. There's bearings in the slipper assembly, the gearbox, the wheels, the steering Ackerman, there's bearings. So just change them out and you should end up with a nicely working truck. And one purchase I did make is only a little one. I just spotted it on Model Sports website, and we've gone for a little steering upgrade. So I've never seen this before actually. It's aluminium steering rack. Now funny thing is, all the metal pivot balls that we put into the truck is to try and eliminate some of the slop in the steering, because it was a bit vague really when you tried steering the car. Now obviously if you upgrade like I have to a larger servo or a stronger servo, that is going to put some force, and as you can see just down at the bottom here, the actual steering Ackerman there is made out of composite. So obviously when that turns, all that force is being causing the front wheels through this composite Ackerman. So this stainless steel one, or aluminium sorry, should really take out a little bit more slop again and give us more positive steering. But those are the upgrades. As you can see, quite a big change there. And in the meantime, it'll give me an opportunity just to grease up the diffs a bit more and clean out any debris that we've got from when we ran the car last time. But for the moment guys, I'm going to stop the video. I am going to do this via a time lapse because I'm sat out here with my wife, and I just want to enjoy a bit of the sun. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the process, a bit of music and that sort of thing. And when we're done, I'll talk to you about the upgrades that we've made. But in the meantime guys, I'll pause the video. the reason why I paused the video was these little guide pins that come out from a chassis use a flat-headed screw that goes through the bottom of the chassis into these pins. Where you've actually got the steering assembly there, I've got one stuck in there at the moment, so I'm quite glad I'm doing the maintenance on the car just to release it up a bit, because that would actually affect the left and right movement quite dramatically. But again, pause the video, put it back on time lapse, and I'll go from there. Assembly apart, and to be honest with you, I was quite shocked by the state on the bearings. I had an absolute nightmare getting them out. These bottom two, as you can see on the camera now, they're in a hell of a mess, and that would have been affecting the steering in quite a big way. You can have the fastest servo in the world, but if the steering doesn't move freely, it's absolutely pointless. So I'm quite glad actually I'm doing this bit of maintenance here, because these are absolutely shot to bits. But the good news is, obviously, we've got a full pack of bearings there. Anyway, thought I'd show you. I'll dive back down, carry on with the time lapse, and we'll go from there. Right guys, so I've put it all back together, the front end of the car. I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit of a bitch to do. Like I say, I had problems with the bearings there on the steering Arrma. When you really feel how bendy that piece of composite is, there's a massive amount of play. So we have got it in, we've got the metal Arrma in there. I don't know whether the camera will pick that up, as you can see. A little bit different. The nylock nut on this Arrma is actually at the top, alright? But for some reason on this one, it's underneath. So you need to, they give you some countersunk screws. You've got to face that down towards the actual steering Arrma, and then just hold the nylock nut up with your thumb or something like that. But so much smoother, honestly. I didn't realise how much play I had in them. I did check the bearings out on the differential. they seem absolutely fine for the moment, I'll be honest. So I'm not going to start pulling bearings out and stuff like that. I am going to change the bearings over quickly on the hubs though. I'm going to do that on the front and rear. And I'm also going to make sure the motor bearing is done as well, because I have had issues with that one. Other than that, I think we're golden. So yeah, I'll start doing the front now, changing the bearings over on the front of the car. As I say, that little upgrade, so that one there, I don't know if the camera will pick that up for you, it's definitely worth doing. The amount of play in these things is unbelievable really. But put it on time lapse and I'll carry on from there. Right guys, so that's the front of the car sewn up. Done all the bearings, and it's dramatic improvement actually to how smooth it is, even with the steering. Like I said, that Arrma, a total load of rubbish what they actually give with you. There's so much play in that, is unbelievable. But anyway, bearings that we've taken out, most of them were shot to pieces. I don't know if you can see that. So note to self, when you go running it in wet weather and stuff like that, you really do need to strip these cars down and dry them properly and stuff. But so that's the front done. I'm going to crack on now with the rear end of the car, and I'll put you back on a time lapse and go from there. Right, so quite an important one this, guys. So this gets overlooked a lot, is on the back of your motor you've got this funny shaped bearing there, and that one is the one that'll seize up and blow up all your electrics and everything. If you don't look after that, as you can see, it's absolutely minging, covered in dust. There's no grease in there, no oil, still working but barely. And again, that one there, and the reason being the design on the Arrma slipper assembly is all the dirt from whatever you're kicking up is actually coming straight to the motor here and underneath the plate there, and then any water gets stuck in the rear bearing towards the input side. So those two are a big must. If you're going to change your bearings, make them the first ones to do really. But yeah, thought I'd just let you know. guys, so long story short, we've managed to replace all these bearings, as you can see here. We've replaced the motor bearings, replaced the bearings in all the 4 hubs, the drive shaft bearing. I'm trying to think where else now. Bearings in the steering assembly, and that's the amount we've replaced, and also replaced the Arrma as I mentioned. I'm just going to pop it all back together now and then pop the new wheels on, and I'll see you up above and we'll talk about it from there. Alright guys, so just to give you an idea, obviously looking around the car, the Arrma we changed, so that's made a big difference. Obviously, as you can see, the new rubber on the car, new bearings all round, changed what I've needed to. Steering wise, just to give you an idea, bearing in mind those tyres are a lot heavier as well, mine, so but yeah, it was nice to give the car a bit of a clean as well, and obviously just have to do a bit of work around it. So we'll nip up top now and I'll go from there. Right guys, thank you very much obviously for watching the video. If you're wondering who this guy is, that's my oldest boy, Joel. Say hello.
Hello, what's happening?
Loads of upgrades on the Big Rock. We're knee deep in it now really. It's been a bit of a labour of love. I'm enjoying it though. I didn't realise how much damage I actually had on the car, to be honest with you. They were hell of a state, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were hell of a state. But I think obviously the steering Arrma, the alloy upgrade is going to make hell of a difference in steering. On top of which as well, I'd like to thank Simon as well from SBRC. Really knowledgeable guy. Very down to earth, easy to speak to. You can hit him up on the eBay link. I'm going to post it in the description, guys. Lossy, Arrma, Traxxas, WL Toys, you name it, it's all on there. Very reasonable prices, so big thank you for that. And I don't know what I'm talking about now, but anyway, long story short, bit of a weird video, plenty of time lapses. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I'm now burned to a crisp after sitting out here all day long. Next video we'll see is hopefully the Big Rock being bashed. I'm wondering how those tyres are going to get on. But until next time guys, stay safe and make sure you check the box for any videos coming up on the channel or ones you'd like to watch. But from us, see you later.